Alrighty. Happy Friday, Optimus. What's going down? Hope you guys have had an amazing couple of days. I decided to take yesterday off from trading. I was just a little too tired. I didn't feel like I would make good decisions, so I just decided to take the day off. And I think that was a worthwhile decision. I'm grateful that I did. I was sad to lose the day of trading, but it felt like the right move. So follow my instinct. Um, let's go ahead and check in on the markets here. Hang on, my music feels a little loud to me. Maybe it's just on my side. Let's go ahead and check the reports for the day. Okay, so today we've got export prices month over month. Let's go ahead and refresh this so that this data will come in. They used to just pull in, but now I have to refresh it. I don't know why. All right. Go back to the top. Okay, so we got export prices month over month. Obviously, all the stuff is going to be baked in up until the red line. So all this came out at 5:30. We export prices are up 0.8%. Export prices year over year are down 0.1%. Prices month over month up 0.3%, and year over year up 0.8%. The Empire State Manufacturing Index at 31.2. Let's see, forecast was going to be negative 0.7, so it's looking like this came out to be a good report. Yep. So boost in New York. Retail sales minus autos month over month up 0.1%. Pretty minimal. It was expected, forecasted to be at 0.3%, so a little bit of a letdown there in terms of retail sales. Gas, excluding gas and autos, month over month 0.1%. Retail sales, this one's a big one, month over month, up 0.4%, beating the forecast at 0.3%, but the prior is 0.8%. And definitely, as we go into the holiday shopping season, hopefully this will pick up. Retail sales year over year at 2.8% increase. So, not bad. Capacity utilization, not a big one. Industrial production, month over month, down 0.3%. And manufacturing, down 0.3%. Most of the stuff's down about half a point or so. Coming up at 7 o'clock, we've got business inventories and retail inventories. And then at 9, we've got NOPA Crush report. I don't know what that is. We can read about it. No, we can't. There's no info. So there we have it. That's what's going on today. Basically, reports at 7 and 9. All the rest of the reports are already all baked in. And what's up, Tiny? Good to see you. Your trading sucks right now. Sorry to hear that. But it is a learning lesson. I totally agree with you. And the hope to learn and remember. Oh my gosh. You know how many times I've had to learn the same lessons over and over and over again? It's frustrating. But it is part of the process. It is part of the experience. And I have a lot of faith in you, Tiny. I've seen you grow so much just in the last 2 years since I've been working, doing this. And I have a lot of confidence in you continuing to grow. ES hitting new lows down here, 59.29. New lows on the day, I should say. Obviously, it's been lower than this before. Long way out from a reversal, looks like. Very bearish trend. Down 0.75% on the day. $45 for the ES. So, not looking good for longs today, although bears may have some advantage if they're able to hit these shorts. Let's take a look at oil. Oil's been hovering around 68 for a while now and just ranging between 67 and 70 for the last week or so. Currently at 68.06 and pulling back to VWAP with the 200 moving average above VWAP. So also not looking great for longs here either. And if we don't see our setup, we won't take any trades today. Just like earlier in the week, or I think that was last week. ES popping up a little bit here. up towards that EMA 35 and rejecting off of that. A lot of big wicks. TTM's at negative 1.7. If we do get a reversal, I'd be looking for a lot of resistance along 37 and 41, along the 50 and the VWAP. And then, of course, 45 the 200 moving average. Sign switches on 10 look like they're putting in pretty good sized moves. We are popping above the 200 moving average on the 10. No crossover on 5200. But having that push up on a lot of volume. Wow. This is a way larger push than I was expecting here. All the way up to 40. So that's pushing up to the 1 minute VWAP. That was a big reversal right there. $8 in less than a minute. Okay. I'd like to see a 5200 cross to be able to attack. Big sell off right here. So rejection off of 40 all the way down to 35. This is big moves today. What a rejection. Wow. $6 rejection followed by a $2 retracement. $8 move. $6 rejection. $2 retracement. Like, this is pretty hefty moves. I'm going to go to 4 ticks. I'm going to stick at 3 contracts though. Currently trail max at 2201. Looking to get the account back into green territory today. I just don't like that we really got this rip before the cross. A lot of times that leads to the chart failing and breaking down further. So, and then also with the rejection being such a massive rejection on there, kind of isn't a huge vote of confidence for upward moves, but this does look like it's setting up for an upward. I'm not gonna take it until it looks just right. Or at least I'm going to try not to. With as much movement as it's putting in, it might be a little difficult not to. No crossover just yet. Red on TTM. Little hammer candle there. Hitting resistance at 37.25, which is that 50 moving average on the 1 minute side. 35 crossing above the 200 moving average. 35 is above 50, so that looks decent. No trades just yet, although there have been some big fat rips. We haven't even hit 7 o'clock just yet. TTM at 1.2. I'm going to try to grab a science switch here if it happens. $5 to $7. I'm glad you like the music. Yeah, the moves are crazy. I'm right there with you. This is probably one of the things I think I've worked the hardest at in my life. I've worked harder at some things in life. I would say parenting was probably one of those things. Marriage was probably one of those things. But this is definitely for my professional career. I think this is one of the things I've worked the hardest at. I worked pretty damn hard at my marketing agency back when I was running it. I worked pretty hard to build that audience and to create that business. But outside of that, this as well. So massive rejection off of 40, breaking down all the way to 30. I should have taken the short there like I thought to, but you know, you snooze, you lose. That's how trading works. Insane volatility. What are we seeing on minute by minute volume? Average volume is only 5,300. It's not out of this world volume. Coming up, making new lows. Or coming down, I should say, making new lows. Fresh red on TTM 1. May like to go short off like 33. Something like that. But right now, it's like the if I go short and it rips up to like 35 and then rips down, like it's just too much volatility for the risk. I almost need to buy into momentum or short into momentum, either way. Like this right here would have been a good place to short into momentum. I consider going short off this rejection off the 9. Looks like it would have been decent. I'm wondering where the bottom is though, because usually at this much percentage pullback or percentage move on the day, it's usually kind of hitting its top or its bottom. Reversal looks like a really long way out though for an upward move. Double tap on the bottom. Currently low is 28.25. New low at 28. Continuing to make new lows. Now 27.25. I was just about to do that. 658. New low at 24.50. crazy moves. Somebody's dropping like 2,000 contracts or something. We're almost at 7 o'clock here, about 40 seconds after 7. ES about hit 1% down, 0.9% at the moment. ES is down $53. Can't rely on the 8 SMA today. It's been, I can see, I've just been kind of tracking it. It's a little unreliable today. Pop up 27, a rejection all the way down to 24. These are like 12 tick candles, like 10-second candles that are like 12 ticks. This is gnarly. This is a gnarly day. 7 o'clock right here. Wow, I've taken no trades because like there's not nothing looks super clear to me, and it is crazy. You failed marketing bad. I actually did pretty good in marketing, but it took a good like 3 years to really get that business solid. First year was very much like learning the ropes. Made a little bit of money, not much. I think I spent more money than I made. You've taken several trades today. I haven't taken any. Well, I took 2 stock trades, and those worked out fine. But I haven't taken any futures trades today. It's continuing to drop.
Order filled.
Just took a short here.
Order filled.
Took a 3 and 4. Got that short. That's what I meant about buying into momentum. I saw that candle about to rip, and so that's why I grabbed that. But definitely, it's like pretty hard to track movements for me today. With just like this right here, like this had this big pullback, all this rip here, and I call it a rip because it went from 24.50 all the way to 27. I mean, this is like 10, 11 ticks. So I mean that right there would have prompted me to cut my trade. Like if I had gone short right here and then it ripped up, I probably would have cut. Even though, it's very clearly trending downward on the day. Very clear downward trend. Just shorting off the 9 EMA today looks really solid. Like you can see here, or we can even highlight some of these. I like the ellipse. Bloop here. Don't want to do that. Anyway, here, here, and here. All shorts off the 9. Or rejections from the 9, I guess. Kind of finding some support down there at 1975. So we'll see if 59.20 ends up being sort of the support level. There's 19. Even that, like this trade, like look where it filled, and then it ripped up, $3. So it looks to me as if when the covers happen, it causes things to rip up about $3 right now. Definitely for someone who's like a super active trader, today is a great day. Also, if we get a reversal to the upside, I'm going to attack the hell out of that. This looks like we could get some push to the up. I'm not saying a reversal, but I was about to say, unless it fails right there. This is exactly what it did. But I was saying that though, because if we got the 9, 12, 26 cross and the cyan switch, there would have been a high probability that we could have pushed up towards like this sort of area here, like 20s, like in the mid 20s, possibly past this 50 moving average at 24. But you got to get all these things to line up all at once. Ooh, what a crazy day, man. It looks like it's going to rip down again. Scary. What a scary day. Yeah, today looks like a guessing game, dude. I rely on indicators. I do too, actually. I rely on indicators. But I will say this. This is how I see two trends, okay? That's it. I look at two trends. Are we trending upward or are we trending downward? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't see anything else besides that. Are we trending up or are we trending down? And I'm basically determining that off of the view app. Is this, moving downward or is this moving upward? And the other thing I'm looking at is, are we more than 0.25% in either direction? Although with the level that the ES is at, now that we're trading around 6,000, I feel as if I may need to adjust that 0.25% to something more like 0.4 or 0.5%. And the reason is because when we get pullbacks, we get big pullbacks. When we get rips now, we get really big rips. It's like trading the NASDAQ now. So I think it's time for the US created a new indicator or a new index fund like the S&P, but just something else. I've never tried trading the Russell. So we have a 9, 12, 26 cross and a cyan switch here, running into resistance at that 50 moving average, which is to be expected. A lot of times this is a rejection zone right here. So big rejection off that, but $4. And pushing down to make new lows. Fresh red on TTM as well. Double doji at the bottom. It's like I want to go short here because of this fresh red TTM, but
Order filled.
Gave it a shot. Went against me. Damn it.
Order filled.
Okay, it worked. All right, so we're up 275 on the day. The momentum is just nuts. I don't really know that I want to keep trading. This is crazy momentum, and if I was a short trader, I think I could do today what I did on Wednesday, pull another $1,000 day. So yeah, trust me, like since September and October for me were like terrible. The first 2 weeks in September were awesome. The last 2 weeks, which of course we got funded at that time, in Top Step, and the last 2 weeks were just terrible. So it was like immediate funding on super easy trading, followed by incredible choppiness through September, and just eroding the account day by day. So, but you know, we're back at it again. We've had a couple funded accounts now at this point that I've grown a little. Like, all right, now I kind of have lost the excitement of getting funded now, which is great. Like that's what I want. God, what a reversal. Jeez, $10. It's a 40 ticks. This is nuts. This is a crazy day. ES now down 1.07%. We only pulled 275 today, which is 2 trades at 4 ticks a pop. So 300 in gross profit. And it's just because I'm being really cautious with my trading, because the momentum is just so crazy, just like horrendous almost. We're getting an average of 1,200 contracts per 10 seconds. That's very high volume. 6,000 contracts a minute. And just been selling off. Massive sell off in the market. We got a 30-minute downward cross. As to be expected, pulling. Really, it's like a lot of pullback from Trump week, because here's Trump's election day right here. Here's election day, and we got that massive spike, and now we're getting essentially the reverse side of that week. That's really what's happening here. You can see right there. There's right there, November 5th. There's the crossover, the 30-minute crossover, and we rode up that euphoria in the market all there, and then now that euphoria is beginning to wear off here about 2 weeks in, and that's when now we're getting that sell-off. We're even approaching an hourly downward cross. Last time this happened was right before the elections. About a week before the elections was the last time that everything pulled back like this. Prior to that, there was a short pullback. Well, actually, this was it was actually all the same move. So it's 2 weeks before the election is the pullback there. The rest of it really hasn't happened much. Happened at the beginning of October for about a week, and through August when we got that big pullback in August. So we're getting another one. We get about one of these per month right now. So I think I'd be looking for this, like if this does end up pulling back much further. I don't know if it'll happen on the day, but over the next couple of days, if we get this crossover here, I'd be looking at about a week worth of pullback. If we get this downward cross, I'm thinking anywhere from 3 to 5 days. Might have like one bull day in between. But next week, I'm looking for the market to pull back quite a bit. So look at the daily. Yeah, I haven't really got the last real big pullback on the daily was like back in July, and we bounced heavily off that 200 moving average. So if we end up pulling back on the daily for a couple of days, I'd be looking at 5,500 as pretty hardline support, 5,800 as also really strong support. You can see we bounce here just above the 50, or just below the 50, sorry, and bounce here just below the 50. And all of that is kind of riding along the volume weighted average price. So all right. So ES pulling up some about $8 off of the low there at 59.10. The range is crazy today, so I hope you're being careful. I'm grateful to hear that you did the best that you've ever done, because my first eval was an immediate fail. Like I failed in like a week or less, and my first evaluation, I don't think I ever got green. Um, and so, in it's been sort of a steady climb up since. Um, I might say this, that if if you do happen to fail your eval, I hope that you don't. I hope you pass it. But if you do happen to fail it, um, then what I might suggest is picking up one of the evals at the new price that it's currently being advertised, which ends in I think a week, uh, and then just cancel your old one, and then you'll be rebuild at the the newer lower price. So, and I think they're running this, yeah, until the 22nd, I believe, is the day that they're running this too. So, but that might actually make it a little bit easier, because if you do have to fail, just let it rebuild at the $16. It's the cost of Netflix, and you know, get hooked up on that. Because I personally have one that is in failed status right now, and I probably gonna do the same as well. Pick up one at a cheaper price. ES popped up like $9 off the low, and now it's pulling back again towards the low. Massive, crazy rips. We're seeing some candles that have like 10,000 contract volume. I don't know that I've ever really seen this much volume in a very long time. You see the open here at 21,000 contracts. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made today, especially if you're a momentum short person. But I don't really know that I want to stick around, because I just feel like I'm going to lose money. So, trail max at 24.77. Account is almost back to flat. It's a little sad that I had to, use 2 trading weeks on this, to try and get this thing just back to flat, from what happened on November 4th. But here we are. In my opinion, some pretty fire trading to have been able to come back from that, because that was a near loss, and now we're basically back to flat, as if this was our first day trading in a new eval. So I'm pretty happy about that. I expect that there's probably going to be a lot more sell-off next week. 719. The science switches themselves, for the most part, not this one. Trying to be accurate. Oh, look at that, 2,500 contracts in 10 seconds. That's gnarly. Running up on that 50 moving average. It's a tempting zone to want to short. Is the volume starting to drop a bit? Bottom is at 59.10. Looks like the range is starting to get tighter. I mean, aside from this fat drop here, this $5 drop, it looks like the range is the range is beginning to get a little tighter. This one here at 16 down to again $5 there. Sorry, I should have taken that short. Fresh red on TTM. It's on TTM 10. So we're getting a test of the low here. Tried to go short on that. Missed the fill. Now 59.07 is the new low. $59.06 as the new low. You think we'll hit 5,900? What do you think? So I might look for a push up to 59.10 and a rejection off of that. So I might look to go short off 59.10. Go short here.
Order filled.
No, tapped my order but didn't fill.
Order
I
filled.
took it off with a single tick. It's probably gonna, yeah, it would have hit. Up 300 on the day. It bounced around like that, kind of scared me. Watch this thing, like when it reverses, it just skyrockets. Goes up like 50 bucks. I think we're a long way from our reversal though. Although it's kind of starting to look like it's working on it. And you're right, it never goes up as fast as it drops. There's this 59.10 area. ES is down 1.15 on the day. Looks like it's actually attempting a reversal. We'll see. Definitely don't trust it, I'll tell you that. $3 rejection there. Fresh red on TTM. And we're just about to hit 730, 10 seconds out. Let's see what happens to 730. Leaning towards rejection. On the low, I'm looking at about 5,900. There's 730 here. kind of stalling out on price. I was expecting a little bit more of a momentum up or down, leaning towards the downside though, in my own personal opinion.
Order filled.
Went short here. I hope that doesn't go against me.
Order filled.
Took a single tick again. I was going for 3, but because of that pop, I'm gonna be done now. Up 326 on the day. About $250 away from being back in green. So I was really trying to get there today, but I just don't really feel comfortable continuing to trade. So no losses. Grateful about that. Brief moment of being in red for a second. So something pulled back on me in the wrong direction. But yeah. glad I covered that. So yeah, I'm gonna be done because it feels too crazy to me, and it's just a lot to try and manage. So I'm gonna call it there. I'll take 326 in profits. Great day on that. I did all shorts, which you guys know that is not my forte, but I am getting better at that. Thank you. I appreciate that because this was a hard journey for the last 2 weeks to try and get that back. And I figure that if I can get funded on a 100K account, then I should have no problem actually taking profits out of that account. So, um, so let's freaking do it. Uh, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. And hope you guys are having an awesome time up here in the Northwest. It is raining constantly, but I love it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a great day and a great weekend. We'll see you guys back on Monday. All right. Peace out for now.